Yes, revolutionary greetings, comrade, wherever you are. This is Comrade Pigbin Odimwengu. I want to talk or address some few issues as we end the year and we start a new year. One is that concerning the Kenyan affair in terms of political landscape. The new regime, of course, promises something in the next 100 days. The days are over. We've actually received less than whatever they promised. One thing they told us is that the Hustler Fund was going to be interest-free. It has turned out to be a fuliza of only 500 shillings. I don't know which business can somebody set up with only 500 shillings. We're still waiting to see what they'll do with that. They said that they were to subsidize the cost of maize and the price of maize to go down. Up to now, there's no any tangible reduction in terms of the price of maize, apart from them either importing or forcing to us a GMO maize. And I'll say that GM maize is not the solution for this country. In a progressive manner, we need to do much in terms of irrigation. We had a Galana Kolalu plan scheme that was almost 1 million hectare land for maize. So the government should consider, if possible, to reinvest in irrigation so that we can produce more maize. You see now they're also importing rice from Pakistan or wherever, while you have rice in what is the intention? What is the long-term intention of government? Because when you're now importing maize, it means you're killing the maize sector. You're now importing rice, you're killing the rice sector. You already killed the sugarcane sector by importing more sugar. To an extent that now we have contraband sugar in our country, but only branded in the name of mere sugar. So the president must rethink of his strategies very much. To the younger generation, he had promised us something in terms of governance. So far, there's no youth cabinet secretary, there's no youth PS, and you don't know if the youth will appear anywhere else apart from recycling the old men and women in this government. So as young people, we are so, of course, frustrated with this government, disappointed with this government, and what we want to ask the government is to reconsider as they start a new year. There are still more appointments that are coming up. I'm not calling for my appointment, but I think the government and the Kenya Kwanza government had so many youth who are participating in their political campaigns and then different political parties. Let them ensure that they give these youths position in government moving forward. That's what we demand and ask for. There are so many things that they are still haven't done it well. They said that they were to do away with the CBC as they get into power. What happened is that they formed what you call a task force. And I'll repeat again that the problem with CBC is not basically the concept of CBC, but the funding of the curriculum-based, the competency-based curriculum. And therefore, we want to ask the government, as the parents are now having a breath a bit until end of January, as the students are going back to school, we ask the government to reconsider the cost of CBC. Education is for the benefit of a community and a country, and therefore it should not be an individual responsibility to fund his or her higher education. Because an uneducated person contributes to the taxation of a government and contribute to the development of a society and a community. And therefore, we are asking the government to reconsider lowering or doing away with any cost in terms of implementation of CBC to the parent side. Let the government cut off from every cost that is necessary for CBC. To the university education, we had spoke of this before, and I want to repeat it again, that the government must increase funding to universities and not cutting funding to universities. In fact, a proportion should be, if the government did away with those who are listed in CRB, if the government did away with those who are listed in CRB and cleared them, the government must clear all pending HELB loans. Because as it appears now, people are not able to repay the HELB because they don't have money. And therefore, the government must clear the loans. The HELB loans must be cleared, and it must now reverse the HELB policies from a loan to a grant. If it cannot be given for free, then it should not attract any interest. If you are educated or you studied and your education was funded by HELB at a tune of 120,000, let you pay that. But the government must consider that and ensure that you are employed first. So the government must work on employment and job creation opportunities. I'll still propose what I talked about in terms of the Hustler Fund. If the government was to partner with the county governments and ensure that they set up at least a 3 billion industry in each county, on some of the counties. The 3 billion industry, for example, if it was to be in pineapple, we could get so many things. and employ so many people in permanent basis, and so many activities could be run that could help to the taxation and contribute to the development of this country. So the government must reconsider that very well. They must increase the tax base, not giving more money for many people to start up businesses. We are operating businesses, but it can't survive because the purchase power of the middle class who have to purchase our product is not increased. And therefore, mushrooming businesses within the society, especially the hustler category, will ensure that the already existing business will die. And over a period of time, most of these upcoming businesses that are depending on the loans from the government may not be able to pay their revenue, their dues, and their wages, and therefore they will also shut down, but with the loan from the government. So the government must reconsider that clearly. The saddest thing that I would love to end with is a recent report that over 20 counties did not spend their allocation in development. 0% allocation in terms of development. So my question is, you want to mean that we are only running county government in the name of only paying salaries and pending bills? So in the last financial year, there is no single money that was either allocated to the counties that went for even a tap, for even a toilet, for even a tank in the village. The all amount that was sent to those counties, they totally used it for only their salaries, allowances, and nonsense. That's bullshit. So what is the essence? The manpower or the wages should not even pass 30% if possible, or 40%. If you are running a business, for example, whereby the salaries which you pay your workers is 80% of what you earn, then what are you running? The maximum amount that the wages in more rational development should take is 60%, so that 40% can be your profit. But now it appears that these county governments used over 100% only on wages, so with zero development. So you are a minister or a CEC of agriculture in a county, whereby the only thing you did in 1 year is to pay your salary, and never even came up with any single project for agriculture in that village. That's so sad. So there are so many things that we need to change. And as the youth of this nation, I'll still assure you that our task to keep the government on toes is still there. We must speak our mind. We must ensure that the government implement and deliver on their promises. The term opposition does not mean to oppose the government policies, but rather to ensure that whatever government promised is implemented and to the benefit of the people. So that's the last call I want to make to my fellow young people. Let's stand up. Let's get up. Let's defend what is right for this nation. Let's defend our space. Let's claim it. We can no longer be the meals on the table. We want to be on the table. It's time that we turn the tables upside down. Those who have been taking us as the meal on the table, we want now to take them as the meals on the table. So it's high time that the young people must realize that for the progress of this nation and the current situation of this nation matter more to the younger people than to the older people. Because what happens today will determine how we'll survive in the next generation. So let's wake up, let's stand together, let's be in solidarity as comrades, let's defend our country, let's defend our continent, and let's ensure that the youth space and the youth voice is heard. Let's claim it, let's demand it. Viva!